All right, good evening, everyone. We are now live on our YouTube account, and we are about to start in a few minutes. Good evening, Alpha Nation. Kindly be ready, grab your snacks and drinks, and find a perfect place in your comfortable home. And be ready to become significantly better through sustainable and accessible lifelong learnings together. So today's event is made possible with the help of our supportive generous partners, of course, the IXL CIE Review Center, then Grace Apparel PH. It's not about the product we sell, but the words we share. Startup Podcast PH. To us, the first Filipino cloud-based analytics platform, and Ingeniero.org, empowering engineers promoting innovation. Again, good evening, Alpha Nation. We're now down to the third episode of this year's Alpha TV in pursuit of knowledge and continuous improvement with ASLEX PH Academy. So without further ado, it is my pride and honor to introduce our guest speaker for tonight's event, Sir Coach Rai Cruz. He has been guiding leaders, teams, and organizations for more than a decade now towards achieving significance in their life and the work that they do. Currently, he is a certified life coach by the Academy for Modern Applied Psychology, an instructor for Udemy, and senior consultant of ASLEX PH Academy on leadership and management development programs. Coach Rai Cruz is also an ebook author at Amazon with the title of The Power of Teams. On the side, he is an entrepreneur on the service business. He is also a certified Linguistic Programming or NLP by American Board of NLP as Associate Practitioner and Positive Psychology Specialist by University of Pennsylvania. He has previously occupied leadership and management positions to various organizations locally in Philippines and other international countries within the Asia region in the field of leadership, learning, and organization development. Again, everyone, help me welcome our speaker for tonight, Coach Rai Cruz. Hi, good evening, Coach Rai.
Hi, good evening.
The floor is yours na po.
Yeah, so excited to be here as well as yung ating mga ka-alpha. Good evening. And
Yes.
hope you learn something and take value for you to be significantly better after this session in terms of leadership. No? All right. So,
You may want to share your screen, sir.
yeah, umpisahan ko na ba, Melay? Okay.
Sure po.
Okay. So, let me just share my slides. Ayan. Ayan, so okay naman ba yung slides? Everyone can view it?
Not
Yes?
yet visible on my side, sir.
Ayan. Hindi pa, visible na ba siya? Sige,
Okay
share.
na po. Yan, okay na.
Okay na?
Nawala po ulit.
Ayan. Ayan.
Ayan, okay na po.
All right. So welcome to our topic for tonight, which is ML, game ka na ba? So baka yung iba, no, they might mapagkamala, no, na Mobile Legends, no, one of the famous online games. So hindi po, it's Modern Leadership 2023. So we would like to invite you to learn with us on how to be a new leader, no, this 2023, and through the modern leadership techniques that we will share for tonight. And first of all, we'd like to thank you for our sponsors, no, ASLEX PH Academy, as well as yung mga nabanggit, no, ni Melay kanina. So thank you very much for our sponsors for making this webinar possible through this Alpha TV. Okay, so let's start by going back, no? We'll go down to memory lane. Anong gagawin natin? I'll show you certain pictures of things, no, na mga nangyari before, and normally napapractice pa rin hanggang ngayon. Okay, so ayan, no? as you see, long before, no, talagang very hierarchical, or there was the king and queen era. No, for the longest time, ano, no, kumbaga na-imbibe na yan sa ating culture, and not only in our culture from the Western world, but dun sa mga counterparts natin here in the ASEAN countries, no? Before may mga king and queen talaga. And then ayan, no? Kung mapapansin natin, no? Military style in terms of yan, pag sinabi itong utos ni captain, ni major, ni general, ni colonel, susunod lang, no, ang ating mga sundalo. Kung anong order, yun lang ang sinusunod. And also, no, political dynasty, or could be also, no, yung nakasanayan na after ng father, grandfather, yung father, and then next yung son, and then yung apo, no? So yun yung mga nakasanayan or na-imbibe, no, sa atin, sa not only locally but also on a ASEAN perspective, as well as globally, no? Kaya minsan ang hirap alisin, no, yung mga ganitong nakasanayan ng mindsets about leadership. Yun nga, no, for generations yan, traditional leadership had been celebrated for using their power to take charge, make decisions, tell others what to do, and determine, no, who needs to know what. And normally limited lang ang no, yung leadership in terms of iilang tao lang. But the fact is, sa ngayon, no, now that we are more aware, people are more knowledgeable, people are more data and information driven. So nagbago na, no? Nagbago na yung landscape of ng ating generation, which is effects of globalization, many factors, effects of yung mga generation, no? Generation gaps from started with baby boomers, and then there's the Gen X, Gen Y, and Gen Z. And even, no, in the near future, mas madadagdagan pa na madadagdagan yan. So practically we have 6, no? After siguro 2030 and above, 6 generations are working hand in hand. So nagiging iba na rin yung landscape ng leadership. But ang sad part is that most of the people are still, no, on their comfort zone in terms of using most of the time traditional leadership styles. So ano tong mga 3D common traditional leadership styles? So meron ito, no? Ano sa tingin niyo yan? Sinisigawan ba? Or there's a picture? Hindi, it's more of, yun nga, no? Ang approach is directing. Meaning always, ang approach is telling, and parang susunod ka lang kung anong sasabihin ko. So may mga ganyan pa rin, no? Sad to say, in organizations na ganun yung kanilang leadership style. Hindi natin sila masisisi, they may not be aware, because ang nangyayari is baka yun yung napamana, no, ng mga previous leaders that they have, yun pa rin ang ina-apply nila kasi effective, eh, no? Kung anong maisip ko, kung anong sa tingin ko maganda, sasabihin ko lang and susunod lang kayo. So directing. Those are some traditional leadership styles that we need to baguhin. No? And then there's the demotivating. So a similar, if I could share, no, a short story, no, sa mga, especially in the BPO industry, very dominant to before. yung talagang ipapahiya ka in terms of the metrics, kasi very metrics data driven ang as a BPO no. Yung mga things that we've experienced before na talagang ipapahiya, like mumurahin no. Hanggang mula ulo hanggang paa para lang mag-perform, which in the long run hindi siya maganda no, because it will cause burnout dun sa tao syempre, di ba? And that would lead to mass resignation. Ayan, so demotivating, ipapahiya yung yung person para mag-perform, para ma-reach yung goal. So they're driven out of fear instead of out of love of what they're doing. Ayan, so other traditional leadership, so directing, demotivating, and ayan, no, very discriminating. So ang pinapaboran lang yung mga paborito, yung mga top performers. So ikaw parang etcha puwera, no? So that's why now, as you can observe, ang daming courses, or very famous yung DEI na sinasabi, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Or let's rephrase that, EDI. EDI kasi ang pinaka-importante talaga is yung E, no? Equity. When there's equality within an organization, susunod na lang yung diversity and inclusion. Ayan, so yung EDI. No, yun nga, kasi marami ring personalities involved no in an organization now, no, iba-iba, may LGBTQ na community, merong mga certain groups no na like brotherhood or fraternity no na nagiging discriminating, or dati no very evident yan in sa mga schools no, pag kailangan graduate ka ng top 3 Ateneo, UP, Lasal, if hindi ka kasama doon, discriminated ka no. So hopefully now, with this modern times, we would apply modern leadership styles and eliminate all these traditional leadership styles. Not actually eliminate it, but depende no, situational leadership kasi minsan naman kailangan mo din to, most especially if the person no is bago no, new to the organization, so kailangan mo talagang i-handheld, and not yung demotivating and discriminating totally, kailangan tanggalin natin yan, but siguro yung directing would come into certain situations, but it should not be all the time. Ayan. So let's look at no, based on a survey that was done by Forbes Leadership Report. So globally to, having 40,000 employees with various rank meaning from staff, supervisory, managerial to executives across 20 countries no, and different industries, food, manufacturing, consulting, etc. Ang effect ng traditional leadership, ayan no, in terms of employee experience, nakikita nyo puro negative no, in terms of purpose, opportunity, success, appreciation. So what Forbes Leadership Report did is yun nga no, they zero in kung what makes an employee happy no in the way they work, and with that, or yung they call employee engagement. So in order to capture that, yung effect ng traditional leadership no, especially latest to no 2021 research, is that it creates a negative impact. And bottom line no, even revenues and layoffs yan no, plus 16% odds of layoffs. And sa revenue, no, it affects 84% odds of growing revenue kasi nga nabe-burn out yung mga employees. Unlike when you apply that modern leadership, kita nyo puro positive. And negative siya in terms of odds ng layoffs based on that research. So ang tanong ngayon is, how do we do this? how do we apply the modern leadership? Simple lang, we'll give you a simple formula. ABC lang, ABC. Ayan, kasi yan ang gusto natin mangyari, no? Sa ating mga teams that we're working on. Hindi yung picture kanina. No? What we want is this, the ideal state wherein teams are happy, teams enjoy working with each other, teams are achieving goals beyond yung kanilang target and measure by working together. And ito yung mga characteristics, no, that the modern leader should have, which is eighth, no, articulating the impact of the work that they do. So the leaders must not only direct but also empower and iparealize, no, dun sa mga team members the importance ng ginagawa nilang work. As they involve sharing information, ayan, creating higher level of trust, promoting a sense of inclusion and belonging, no? Yun yung, and ngayon, no, because of the pandemic, kailangan din titingnan natin yung kanilang well-being. No, dati hindi masyadong big deal yung well-being, eh. But now, after the pandemic, people realize, no, napaka-importante pala ng well-being in order to create that work life that we have right now. Career goals, contributions, and accomplishments. So A is articulating the impact of the work that they do. Later on, I'll give you solid examples on how to do this. Second is believe your team can do it. No, napakasimple, very elementary. But how do we do it? Ano yung mga things that we should avoid and things that we should do? Then C, connecting with the team. So how do we truly and authentically, no, create a connection with team members that we have as a leader? Ayan. So articulating the impact of work that they do. So paano ba yan, no? Simply, good example, sige, bibigyan ko kayo tatlong examples. So 3 is eto, no? Kung makita mo na ito yung mission ng iyong organization, we are here to refresh the world and make a difference. Di ba parang ang saya, no? Very, kumbaga you're offering a unique value proposition on the things that you do. And yung mga ginagawa mo, like for example, for this one, anong company to? Sige nga, can you guess? We are here to refresh the world and make a difference. Di ba pag narinig mo yan, na nare-relate mo dun sa ginagawa mo, no? That you are part of refreshing the world and making a difference. Di ba parang even ikaw yung naglilinis ng bote. So this one is the mission of Coca-Cola. Di ba even naglilinis ka ng bote, this yung ginagawa ko pala na paglinis ng bottles is related, no, in refreshing the world and making a difference. Di ba? So gaganahan ka ngayon, no, even you're just cleaning the bottles, you're connecting it to something grander and bigger, no, creating that sense of purpose. That you are part of that organization, refreshing and making a difference to the world. Ito pa, I'm sure alam na alam nyo to, no? Ang mission nila is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Di ba? So, if you're part of this organization, proud ka, no? That you're part of this organization. In knowing, no, the reason for the existence of that organization and your contribution on how you work there. So even you're a janitor on that organization sa Google, no, naglilinis ka and pinadama sa'yo ng leader mo or supervisor na, alam mo ba, that this organization cannot do, no, their work. They will not be that happy working here if it's not clean, di ba? So, ang laki ng role mo to create that positive atmosphere, di ba? To the things that to the people that are working here, to the engineers that are working here. And ito, local naman, if ever, anong company, no? To serve great tasting food and bringing the joy of eating to everyone. Ito, alam na alam nyo for sure. Pida ang sarap, no? Jollibee, no? So even if you're a service crew, cleaning, no? The store, ayan, no? We bring joy, no? Not only to some people, but everyone who is eating at this store. So it's a matter of articulating the impact of the work that they do to a bigger purpose or mission of an organization. So with that, feel nila, nararamdaman nila, no, that they have this connection within the purpose of an organization. Why does it exist? Ayan. Second is believing your team can do it. So ano ba yung mga things that we should do, no, in order to promote or foster this belief in the team can do it? So we need to be involved from all the steps, no, of the process of providing constructive feedback to our team members, showing that you really care. Because sabi nga ni John Maxwell, no, people don't care how much you know unless they know how much you care. Diba? So get involved, show care and kindness, provide constructive feedback, celebrating small wins. Ayan, no? So lalo na sa atin, no, on ASEAN context, especially Filipinos, no, because we are a Spanish influence people. So gusto natin yan yung mga fiesta, no, mga celebrations, eat out. It makes us more closer, no, and happier to be working with that person or leader if ganun yung mindset, no, yung celebrating small wins that created big impact, di ba? Ayan, share leadership, empower. No, we need to empower people by delegating to them, by not only directing them, but rather coaching them, no, giving them things in a form of questions, no, instead of just telling them do this 1, 2, 3. Let's reformulate it into a question para rin bigyan rin natin sila ng chance to mag-isip, no, and create that creativity and innovation within them by picking their brains as well. Di ba? Hindi lang yung gawin mo to 1, 2, 3. Di ba? Next is, of course, not micromanaging, no? Especially the Gen Ys and Z, no, which are the dominant generations ngayon sa workplace. Ayaw nila nun kasi alam naman nila kung anong gagawin, eh. No, but what they need is a guidance, no, not micromanaging, but guidance on how to do things, and that's where coaching plays a big role para to guide and help the team members achieve the goal. Not blaming and scolding, no. Sad to say, no, minsan marami yan, no? Kasi nga, kung ano yung natutunan dun sa mga previous leaders na ginagawa, yun din ang ginagawa nila. Kasi you can't blame them, yun yung natutunan nila, eh. So that's why sabi nga, experience is not the best teacher, but it's the evaluated experience and relating to the best practices, no? Yun yung pinaka-great teacher. And then not showing you're the authority and you know all, no? Actually, ngayon nga, it's kind of yung sinasabi nilang vulnerability, no? Showing vulnerability your authentic self is more effective, no, to motivate and convince people because nakikita nila that you're human, no? Na nagkakamali ka rin. Wala naman kasing perfect, di ba? So you share your vulnerabilities and the authenticity, no, to make things better, being honest and transparent. Yan. And of course, recognizing people, especially those things that they achieve, big or small. So ngayon, very big deal yan kasi we are in an entitled generation as of now. Di ba? Dahil sa effects of the social media, di ba? Facebook, LinkedIn, that you could show the world, ito yung mga accomplishments mo, di ba? And that you've achieved something. And it really builds up yung tinatawag nating esteem, no? For you to be more motivated to do things. Kasi ang mindset dito is wala naman talagang nagwo-work sa isang organization para sirain yun, no? Para ang mindset should be always developmental, and that the person is really, the objective is to produce, no, the best results dun sa ginagawa niya or a team member. All right, so we're down to the last, no, connecting with the team. Ano ba tong connecting with the team? How do we authentically show na we're really connecting, no, with our team members? So simple lang, ito yung mga practices na ginagawa sa actually this training program, no, or these principles, actually there are 9 principles, came from the famous book which is called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So actually here in the Philippines, no, sila yung official na nagte-train sa ating mga Miss Universe and sa mga ibang high-level executives on how to win friends and influence people. All yan hango dito sa 9 principles. And it's very simple if we apply it. So let's see, no? First is don't criticize, condemn, or complain. So what do we mean by this? No, hindi agad tayo judge, no? Or magko-complain, but rather pag-isipan muna natin before we act or say anything. Diba? That would hurt the feelings of people. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Yan, no? So it's very important yung authenticity, no? Kasi mararamdaman niya ng person if you're nambobola ka lang. So for example, you say you did a great job. So yung person na sinasabihan mo nun, hindi specific, hindi honest, hindi sincere, ano kaya yung great job, no? Rather than saying you did a great job, be specific. You did a great job on arranging this webinar. Ayan. So very specific. Para it shows honesty and sincere appreciation to that person. Second is arouse in the other person eager to want. Ano yun? Arouse in the other person eager to want. Simply knowing what are those things, no, that makes that person eagerly, no, to go to work. Like for example, if this person is very competitive, so magpa-games ka muna, and then you will show or you will see the other person's interest, no, to work. Kaya nga dun sa mga ibang organizations, no, I think also very dominant to sa BPO organizations, ayan, nagpapa-ML, no, Mobile Legends tournament, yung parang mga mahilig sa games, naaaraw sila, no, and they feel happy, no, playing with their co-workers. It creates that positive effect and a strong community na, uy, okay, cool dito sa company namin or organization kasi nagpapa-ML or Mobile Legends tournament. Diba? So parang in kami dyan. And the employees or the team members feel motivated because of that. Or may mga basketball din or sports, volleyball tournament. So that's other things, no? Fourth is become genuinely interested to other people. No? 'Di ba? Para lang din 'yan girlfriend and boyfriend, no? Pag nanliligaw ka, 'di ba? Syempre yung iba ini-stalk. So, given na 'yun, no? Ini-stalk or tinitingnan yung mga profile sa Facebook syempre now that we have this social media, no? At inaalam, no? Kung ano ba yung mga gusto niya. 'Di ba? Mahilig ba siya mag-travel or kasi pag gano'n, no? Ang gaang ng feeling pagkausap mo yung tao. Like for example, I'm a team leader and then I have team members and then I talk about travel. Uy, kamusta yung travel sa Boracay, 'di ba? So you could relate, no, and show genuine interest to that person. Of course, 5, very simple, no? A simple smile. Why? No, it invites positivity and shows a quick rapport. No, it creates a quick rapport pag nakasmile ka. So meron nga before, no? I don't know kung naabutan niyo na to. Meron mga lines before or mga pictures na yung bawal nakasimangot, no, dito sa company na to. Tapos merong picture ng monkey, no, na nakasimangot or gorilla. So smile is very important because it creates that sense of positivity and inviting, no, good and positive vibes. And 6, no, remembering a person's name. So parang music to the ears yan no? Pag tinawag ka dun sa first name mo, 'di ba? Pag first name basis yung usapan, it creates that unique closeness, no? Pag sinabing hi, Melanie or hi, Felix, 'di ba? So parang unique yun kasi yun yung parang unique name that was given to you and your brand, no? Parang you feel more comfortable, attached pag tinawag ka dun sa first name basis. Of course, 7th, be a good listener. And ito basic, no, but sometimes the problem is we just listen, no, to respond. But we need also to listen more deeply to understand the person. Kaya kasi nasanay tayo, we listen because we respond. So marami pang exercises para for us to be a great listener, no, in order to authentically connect with the team. And then talk in terms of other person's interest. So parang number 4 din. But more so in letting the person, no, talk. Kasi minsan parang tayo nagiging bangka or bida, no? We take the center stage. So dapat hindi yung kausap natin or the team member is the one talking. Ayan. And lastly, make the person feel important. Ayan. So VIP treatment. Like instead na kakain lang kayo sa Jollibee, sa ano kayo kakain? Sa buffet, no? Sa Sangyup, no? Eat all you can para ma-feel nung team members mo that they're important because you're investing on them or pinapadala nyo siya, no, sa mga seminars for continuous improvement like what Aslex PH, no, is offering. Yan. So may commercial pa tayo na. Okay. So are we learning? Yes. And ayan, to conclude, no? All of this, of course, is yun nga, no? Those are the practices. So A, articulate the purpose, no, of the organization to the team members. Second is believing in the team, and C, no, is connecting authentically with the team. And all of these practices won't be successful, no, if we don't measure it. So kaya napaka-importante ng data ngayon no? Everything is data driven. So ano ba yung impact, no? If ever we practice based on the Forbes Leadership Report, yun nga, 40,000 employees across 20 countries with different ranks and industries, no, they have noticed that there's a big chance, no, 250% greater odds that an employee will be a promoter. So in organizations now, very important yan because they're relying on yung sinasabing employer branding. Next is 405%, no, greater odds of employee will highly rate, no, yung engagement nung person dun sa organization to do great work. And yan, no, 845%, napakalaki that employees will be engaged. And since leadership is ang topic natin, no, 1,674%, no, guaranteed that employees will have a strong positive perception of leadership, which greatly affects tong mga factors, no, that we've just discussed, yung being a promoter, having that great employee experience, and being engaged. And lastly, yan, no, reducing burnout. So by 56%. All right. And with that, hopefully we've learned something new. And most importantly, we will apply what we've learned with the ABC, articulating the purpose of the organization to our team members. B is believing, no, in the team. Third is connecting authentically with the team using the 9 principles from Dale Carnegie. All right. So with that, hope we could be significantly better by practicing this. And for the Q&A portion, I now turn over the proceedings to Melanie.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Rai. It's such a blast of information and it's such a wonderful topic. So I believe, sir, maybe our participants have questions in their mind. So guys, you may type in your question on the comment section and we will read them for you. And while waiting for the question to pop up in, or you may click the raised hand button at the lower portion of your screen if you want to speak and ask your question.
Yes.
Again, thank you so much, Coach Rai. Ayan, guys, you may want to ask your question right now.
Sige, go ahead, ask those questions, no? Napaka-importante niyan because that signifies that we're interested and we learned something. And yun nga, no, curiosity also is very important.
Yes, that's right po. So, all right, I think our audience now are a bit shy, but Coach Rai, do you want to
Yes,
promote
sure.
your courses and your online accounts as well, where we can connect with you?
Okay. Where, no? You could
Yes, yes.
Ayan, so abangan nyo, no? Wow, siguro we'll be working out. This is a part and parcel actually of a course. We're in building the new leader in you. So hopefully we could have that course launched by ASLEX PH Academy. It might be a public offering or a seminar that we could have. O yun, meron na si Alvin. Paano
Meron na
po
tayong first
i-handle?
question.
Ayan. O i-lead ang matatanda. Ano to? Paano po i-handle o i-lead ang mas matanda po sa amin pag dating po sa amin sa field? Ayan, no? So, sabi nga nila, no, there's a saying, you can't teach, no, old dogs new tricks. But hindi naman, no? It's just a matter of, ang importante lang dyan is to build, no, a relationship, connecting with them. And yun nga, no? With connecting authentically with the team, given the 9 principles that we've shared dun sa Dale Carnegie, no, pag practice mo yun, no, showing interest to that person and knowing kung ano yung kanyang mga strengths and areas that for improvement that you can work on, I'm sure if you objectively and wholeheartedly do that or apply it, I'm sure madali mo silang malilid kahit na matanda man yan o bata, may ngipin o wala. No?
Wow.
Yun nga, no? Yung principle na yun, kaya nga sinabing principle, it's actually yung book na yun was sold 15 million, no, worldwide and translated into different translations or languages, no. So it applies to all and it has been proven. Ayan. So hopefully that answers your question. And then ito, kailan po ba laging may authority when we lead po? Ayan. Kailan po ba laging may authority? Kailangan po ba laging may authority? No. Yun nga kasi ang minsan ang nangyayari, ay hindi, susundin lang nila ako pag meron akong position, no? Or authority dun sa organization. But that's not true, no? What happens is dapat nandun tayo sa second, at least dun sa second level, that people follow us because of the relationship that we build, no, dun sa mga tao. And of course, yung next level doon should be meron din namang results, no, na tayong pinatunayan or na-achieve para for people to follow us. Ayan, so relationship and results. So kailangan yun in order to, but the authority or the position, first, lang yun, first level. So ang i-strive natin that people would follow us because we model, we build a relationship, and we produce results. Ayan. So kailangan yung mga sinasabi natin, ginagawa natin. So integrity. Then people will follow you because of it, not just for authority. Yes. Next. How would... Oh, yeah. Sige, go, Melay.
We have another question from Andy Carl de Macolangan. So how would a good superior handle a disciplinary action for their subordinate?
All right. Thank you very much for that question. And pagdating sa disciplinary action, no, it's more of really ang tinatawag nating progressive discipline. Na progressive discipline in a sense na pag hindi na makuha sa developmental approach like coaching, nakailang coaching ka na or nakailang ano ka na rin, reminders. So ayun na. Doon ka na doon sa progressive discipline wherein yun nga, you make the person realize, ang pinaka-importante diyan is yung una no, yung articulating the purpose or yung impact ng person. Bakit, ano yung impact ng ginawa niya doon sa organization, no? By making him or her realize yung impact, then that's the time na na pag nakita mo talagang na-realize niya yung impact and he or she is showing signs of authentic na reflection about it. So siguro yun yung magiging good grounds in handling disciplinary action for that subordinate. No? By really letting that person understand yung impact ng ginawa niya. That's why you're issuing this disciplinary action because ito yung impact na nagawa nung action niya. Ayan.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much, Coach Rai. So I think we have our last question for tonight from Mark Rafael Ricafort. So how can we break a bad culture in organization?
Yan, no? That's very much culture kasi when we talk of culture, ang pinaka-importante dyan is, ang word is everyone. So everyone, yung mga practices na ginagawa. In order for us to break that culture, first of all, it should start yung mga ginagawa na tama is dun sa leaders. No, kaya nga that's why we have this webinar for people to realize na iwanan na natin yung traditional leadership that we've shared earlier, yung mga directing, demotivating, and discriminating, no? Kasi those are emulate from the culture that was passed on, no? ng mga previous leaders. Hindi natin masisisi sila, no? Because maybe yun yung na-adapt nila. And nakita nila, effective naman eh. 'Di ba? But now, hindi na eh, no? Hindi na siya ganun ka-effective. Kasi ano nga, nagbago na yung perception of leadership, which is more of empowerment, which is more of sparking inquiry, no, to people na pinag-iisipan kasi nasa knowledge economy na tayo. Wala na tayo dun sa economy of industrial age, 'di ba? Na yung pa rin yung pa rin kasi yung practices from the industrial age. We're now in a knowledge economy wherein people are more empowered, no, to do things.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach, for the smooth answer. So
Yeah.
I think we have additional question from Abanjo Marie. Which supporting skills do you think are more important for a leader?
Supporting skills. So yan, ang supporting skills for me, if you'll ask me, yun nga, yung coaching and mentoring. No, it's very important to master that skill. And actually Google, no, have published a article, no, in terms of kailangan ba nung managers or hindi sa isang organization. That's called Project Oxygen. You can search it. With that study, so nakita nila kailangan pala talaga ng managers. Kaya nga tinawag na Project Oxygen because they're the oxygen that provides no guidance dun sa people, and the number one leadership supporting trait doon is to coach. Ayan. So minsan kasi ang akala ng iba nagko-coach is at yung tinetrain lang, no? Yung titrain mo to tapos yun na yung coaching. Hindi po, marami pong aspects of coaching. Ayan. So we could explore that more. Ayan. So hopefully I've answered that question. And may isa pa ba?
Yes, Coach. Last na po. What is a great attitude when working in the field?
Well, great attitude. For me, the great attitude is having that yung positive outlook. Positive in a sense na hindi yung okay lang, positive ako, chill ako. But it's more of positive in a sense na yung looking at things in a more positive or growth manner, having that growth attitude mindset na we may experience bad things now, no, working in the field, but take that as having that growth attitude or mindset, no, growth and positive attitude mindset na this all contributes for our growth and development. So parang ang attitude is thinking that you're hindi ka pahinog, no? Yung not right. Kasi after, pag-iisip mo or mindset mo is ano ka na, hinog ka na, and after that, that leads to the process of, yung mabubulok na, di ba? So always think of green and growth. So kaya nga, that's why ang natin dito sa ASLEX is green, no? It means that growth, no? The color represents growth. Ayan.
Thank you so much, Coach Rai. So I think there's no any question from our participants. So again, guys, I will be sending the evaluation link later on the comment section and then the QR code later on the screen. So for me naman po, ang takeaway ko tonight is the 3D common traditional leadership that we need to iwasan is yung directing, demotivating, and discriminating. So ayan. And of course, yung ML involves sharing information, creating a high level of trust, and promoting a sense of inclusion and belongingness, especially dun sa mga new employees then. And some tips that I gained tonight naman from Coach Rai is call on first name basis. And of course, smile to show comfort and trust. Ayan. And then, I'm also na-curious ako dun sa Project Oxygen. I think I will search that later.
Yes. All right.
So, I think we are now near on the last part of our event. This is the time you may say thanks to our very own Coach Rai for tonight. So just chat it on the chat box. So again, today's event is made possible with the help of our supportive and generous partners and sponsors. Again, thank you so much po, Coach Rai.
All right, thank you very much din, Melanie, and sa ating mga ka-alpha tonight. Thank you very much and hope you've learned something. And most importantly, ang sabi nga nila, no, the taste of the pudding is in the eating. So apply natin, no, kung ano yung natutunan natin. All right, thank you very much and God bless. Have a great night and great weekend ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Coach Rai.
Okay.
So again, can you next the screen? Today's event is made possible with the help of our supportive and generous partner. First is IXL CIE Review Center, Grace Apparel PH. It's not about the product we sell, but the words we share. Startup Podcast PH. To us, the first Filipino cloud-based application. Ininyera.org. Empowering engineers, promoting innovation. So, guys, I know we've learned a lot tonight, but another way you can effectively learn and be significantly better with us is by enrolling now on our online courses and self-paced program. So first is we have our Lean Six Sigma Yellow Belt certification. So Yellow Belt is an entry level to the Lean Six Sigma practice. Basic diagnostic and quality tools and techniques are taught in these programs. Of course, we have our self-paced program for Lean Six Sigma Yellow Belt certification program. And then next, we have the Lean Six Sigma Green Belt certification program. So Green Belt is highly focused on problem solving, process analysis, and project management applied to his line of work. And of course, we also have our self-paced Lean Six Sigma Green Belt certification program. Next, we have the Lean Six Sigma Black Belt certification program. So who is Lean Six Sigma Black Belt? So black belts in Lean Six Sigma have a thorough understanding of all aspects of the DMAIC model in accordance with Six Sigma principles. So we have a self-paced then and the PMFC program. So PMFC, this is online course, is designed to help you adopt a strategic mind and grow confidence in making project decisions in an increasingly volatile and uncertain world. And we also have Kaizen Professional or Alpha CKP. So Kaizen, understand the key concept of Kaizen and then gain knowledge on the management and practice of Kaizen and so on. And lastly, we have our new program here, the Data Engineer Certification Program, happening this March 5 until April 2. And of course, we have this self-paced program. Again, the difference between self-paced program and online courses is you can take this course anywhere and anytime you want. And then we also have our promo, join as a group of 5, pay for only 4. And Azlex PH Academy is looking for partners. So if you're interested, kindly email us or at info.azlexphacademy. And also, we're still looking for Azlex PH ambassador. If you would want to support the causes of Azlex PH, so you may want to email us or connect with us via our official Facebook account. So this is our website, azlexph.com/courses, to browse all the courses we have. And of course, this all the Alpha TV courses will also be posted on our LMS. And then you may want also to join our group of Alpha alumni. Just scan the QR code. Next slide, please. So, ayan. Ito na yung iniintay ng lahat. Fill out the evaluation form in the link. Only those with both Zoom link and attendance details will be given an e-certificate. So attendance link will close after 30 minutes. So ayan, send ko po dito sa comment section yung link. Wait. Ayan. So instruction first, refresh and wait. Second, complete form correctly. Third, middle initial, not name. And number 4, enter correct email address. And last, e-certs will be distributed in a week. So that would be all for this event. We hate to beg goodbye, but every beginning there is always an end. But don't be sad, everyone. We hope to see you again next Friday for another Alpha TV session. So stay safe and good night. Bye, everyone. So let's continue to be #significantly better together. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.